Good. I apologize for my cough or the quality of my voice. But yeah, let me introduce myself. I'm Igor. I'm going to be managing all the special projects in the Magento Engineering Community Engineering team. So one of which is the import-export project led by the illustrious David Manners. Here, for everybody who is going to be watching this recording for posterity, it was better today than it is where you are. And also, feel free to reach out to me with any questions about anything that pertains to helping you out, helping you reach somebody or something, or any general powwow that you may want to be a part of. I will be working with David on this project, including its long-term plans and any potential changes with it in its direction, and also on communicating everything to you guys. So I'm here as the facilitator and, ground level help, basically. I'm located in the Austin office, so whoever needs to help us and whoever needs to make any decisions that may impact us are the arm's length away. I'm going to use that, hopefully, productively to push us forward. And that's going to be it, I guess.
Cool, nice. Yeah, I think it'll be useful to have someone closer to people so they can push people a little more to get decisions.
Absolutely.
Because the feedback loop.
I'm all for it.
Feedback loop has been a bit slow in certain cases. Cool, awesome. It is good to have you on board with this. So I would suggest the next update, Carsten, you have an update, or I've put an update on your ticket, on your pull request.
Yeah, I just saw it like 1 or 2 hours ago. I cannot imagine how it happens. Looking at the code, the functional stuff that's being done, I don't know how it could happen. What you described, the scenario.
So the feedback from the QA team was that they did that scenario in 2.3, and in the end you ended up with 3 products, one called test, one called test 1, and one called test 2, or test -2. And then on our branch, you had one called test 1, and then when you should have got test 2, you got the error. So my suggestion would just be to step through and see if you can find out.
Yeah, of course.
But from your code review point of view, Alex had a look at it and he was happy with it. So it is just this testing, and then this is a huge pull request to get in. So I'll be very happy when this one's covered.
Yeah, okay. I'm on vacation next week, but I'm not traveling somewhere. So I guess I would have time to look at it.
Cool. If you get time, please. If you don't worry about it. Vacation's important.
Yeah, but I'm not traveling anyway. The other thing I would do would be PlayStation or something.
Oh, okay.
So I can also just look at the pull request.
Okay, then you can probably spare some time for us next week then.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool. All right, cool. Then, so if you're going to look at that, Carsten, that'd be awesome. Then from my side, we've had 4 pull requests merged this week, I think, which is pretty cool. For the last month, we had 16, which I think is the highest, 16 pull requests created, which is the highest we've had. A lot of those were cleanup tasks, so I went through the import modules and ran some PHP stan over them so that we could get some cleanup tasks and try and do some issues that were easier for people to start with, because I felt like a lot of our issues were very hard to get involved in. So I wanted to get to get people interested and involved quicker. I wanted to get some smaller tasks that they could get their teeth into that weren't so complex. But I think at the moment most of those have been picked up. I think there's a few left. So what I'll do is I'll review next week. I'll go through and review, see if I can find some more that might be easier to pick up. Other than that, we had one pull request that was merged to do with actually showing success messages. So at the moment, when you complete an import, you just get a message saying successful. So we had one in the last contribution day in Cologne. We had a contributor provide a PR that showed you the exact number of products and categories that were imported on the success page, which is in terms of code, it was like 4 lines of code, but in terms of usability, it's a huge improvement, which is awesome. So that should be, it's in 2.3 develop, and I can't remember the cutoff date, but that should be in 2.3.1. So that will be a fantastic improvement from a usability point of view.
Yeah, the cutoff date is behind us. Just to let you know.
Oh, okay.
For 2.3.0. Yeah,
for
we
2.3.0.
already have the RTM version, and it's bad already, and we're repackaging it. So
so all this stuff at the moment, I think, is still in time for 2.3.1. Well, I guess it's in time for 2.3.1.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. So, other than that, from my side, the only other feedback was today I'm in Comrap's office, so I've been chatting with Alex, who runs the bulk API project and is starting up the asynchronous import project. So I'm trying to get him and the architectural team, with the help of Igor here, to kind of discuss and decide what the best process is. The long run, I think, from Anton Krill would be that he would love the import to be replaced with something like the asynchronous import, which Alex has suggested. What I will do after this is I will post the link to Alex's proof of concept or architectural discussion topic into the Slack. So if you want to take a moment to see where the import might be heading, I'll post that in Slack so you can see that. We don't know how the projects will run, and that's one of the things Igor is going to help us organize, how best to kind of combine things if we do or whatever. So
it's too early to tell what the timeline on that project or the entire initiative will be. But what would help me in particular is gauging the community interest in moving on and making the async import the priority, and deprecating eventually the current import mechanism. So understanding how much interest there is would be awesome, and would help us a lot in kind of determining the way forward. Also, talking about Alex and his bulk API project, just maybe because there is some overlap between what we're doing and that. Just wanted to tell you guys, whoever's on the call or will be watching today or soon, we have basically made bulk API C, bulk API E repositories obsolete at this point, and all of the bulk API work is going to be in async import, I think, repository. So basically, from that standpoint, we had bulk API and we had async API, which were the same thing, but some of the work were done in this repository, some work was done in that repository. So I've asked Volodymyr Kublitsky and Alex to go through it and merge all of the stuff that was missing, I apologize, missing from the async import repository into it, and we will close down bulk API C, bulk API E repositories fairly soon, so that we continue with one repository for that project, because that's basically one project at this point.
Yeah, and I think if we ended up combining the import into the async import, we would do something very similar in that case as well.
Exactly. In the end of the day, we will be shooting for async import, basically being all things async, all things import.
Yeah, but it's just how quickly that takes over. So what we'll do is we'll continue at the moment with the import as it is, but But if you want to drop either myself or Igor a message, if you have any interest in the async import, then that would be a good one. I will, might be actually, Igor, if you post, I think you can do polls in the Slack, so it might be a good idea to post a little poll or a question in the import Slack and just see, like Carsten or Tig is the other guy that has been contributing quite a bit, as well as Stepan from
Amnesty.
Amnesty, yeah, I think it's Amnesty, or maybe it's Atwix, I can never remember.
Okay.
But they're kind of the guys that have been consistently contributing, so they're probably. I mean, we could ask Carsten now since he's in the call. No pressure, or feel free to think about it and what we're doing at the moment is kind of like the planning and architectural side of it, and it's just whether you would like to. I think for me the main question is whether we get the community more involved now with the architectural and the design part of it before there's actual coding involved, or whether we just wait and then go, okay, now there's coding involved, let's kind of combine all the import projects together onto this new import.
I would be interested to be involved early. I'm not sure if I can contribute that much, but yeah, I would be interested.
Cool. Nice. Okay.
All right.
All right. Then I think that's everything for today. So that's good. So thanks for coming in. And yeah, feel free to reach out to either myself or Igor if you have any questions. And yeah, Carsten, if you have any problems or if you can't reproduce that issue, let me know and I can ask our QA team for some more information on that.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.